Hi friends, it's ANZAC Day today, so I thought to do something different, we might make some ANZAC biscuits. So let's just do it. Alright, so this recipe involves a spoon, so I'm not using gloves today. So in this bowl I have rolled oats, plain flour and sugar. In this jug I have butter and treacle. It's supposed to be golden syrup, but I only had treacle, so treacle it is. And in this bowl I have bicarb soda, which I'm going to mix with hot water as per the instructions. So the first thing to do is to melt this together and add hot water to this. So I'm going to put this in the microwave. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of hot water to this bowl. Okay, so that's pretty good and melted. We'll just give it a stir to get the rest of it sort of melted a bit. And then we'll go ahead and mix in our bicarb soda and hot water combo. Just give it a stir so it's good and mixed up. And then that will happen. So then quickly get this stirred. This is what you want to happen. You want it to be like a volcano sort of eruption happening. And we're gonna just tip this volcano into this here mixed up bowl of oats and flour and sugar. And move that out the way and give it a stir. Pretty magical. ANZAC biscuits were made during World War I to be sent over to the soldiers in the trenches. So they had to be made pretty cheaply and to be able to withstand being shipped, like literally shipped on a ship for, you know, weeks or months at a time. So that's that. And then the recipe directions said to grease some trays, but that recipe was written back in the olden days before we had baking paper, and we have baking paper these days. So I'm just gonna move these things to the sink. And then move these baking trays so you can see them a bit. And we just have to roll into, or just kind of plop them into little, said walnut-sized balls. Full disclosure, I've never made this recipe before, so if it turns out no good, then you know, it's the recipe's fault, not mine. This is really sticky. Maybe I should get a spoon. I might get 2 spoons. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wash my hands. I think this is gonna be better. So if you're unfamiliar with the term ANZAC, it stands for Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. And it was the name given to our military forces in World War I. And these biscuits were made by the soldiers' mothers, wives, girlfriends, sisters, aunts, you know, whoever. I guess uncles and dads as well, maybe. And sent over to them in the trenches. And today, being ANZAC Day, when we celebrate the lives of those who served at Gallipoli and elsewhere in the world in World War I and subsequent wars, these biscuits tend to get a bit of a parade on these days. so I thought I would make them today too. And they're pretty good. They taste pretty good. So these laid out onto trays. And actually I just realized I'm probably confusing anyone who's American by saying biscuit, because what Americans call biscuits is not a biscuit. It's more like halfway between a scone and a bread roll. So if you're American and I confused you, I apologize. That was not my intention. This is what we call a biscuit. Anyway, I'll go ahead and get these spooned out onto trays, and then we'll see about getting them into the oven. Okay, so now I have my oven preheated to 160 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to put these 2 trays into the oven for 20 minutes. This is not going to take 12 more minutes. I think these are just about ready to come out now. Let's have a look. Yeah, they look pretty good to me. I think I'm going to pull them out and put the next lot in. Okay, so here's what they look like now. When they come out of the oven, they're still like really squidgy. So we have to leave them and let them cool, and then they go hard. So we'll come back when that has happened. Now that's what I call a tray of biscuits. Let's taste. Okay, here we go. Delicious ANZAC biscuit. I don't even know how to describe it. It's got like the oaty flavor, but it's really sweet from the treacle and the sugar. It's good. I suggest you make this recipe. My brother Zach was actually supposed to help me today, but then he decided that he wanted to go and play 2-up with my other brother. So whatever, bro, you missed out. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.